There's something about this island. It's like a magical energy.
The Seabound Shrine was located in a place quite similar to this.
What kind of place was that?
It sat in the Novus Strait, off of Zofia. There was an altar to the goddess Milla in a cave.
I wonder if that means there's an altar here, too.
This place reminds me of those days. I'd just begun to experience life. I was so set on how I thought the world should be that I failed to heed my allies' advice.
That doesn't seem like you. Not to me, at least.
Back then, I visited Milla's temple, hoping to learn of a way to save my homeland. Then we discovered there was a necro-dragon on the island. That thing could have killed us all, and we'd already fought a band of pirates. Saying it now, I realize how reckless we were.
It sounds to me like you were helping people as you traveled.
So, would you have chosen the same as I did?
Of course. I couldn't ignore anyone in need, no matter how dangerous the situation might be.
I know you wouldn't. You're courageous and strong. That's why we're here.
I suppose I don't understand. What do you mean?
This is where you will face your trial. Defeat me in combat, and our bond will grow stronger. Now take up your weapon, and let's see where your courage can take you.
I understand, and I'm going to win.
Alright, so the last parallel for now, and then I'll do the next chapter. But I would say, this is not would be a chapter that I would pick for Celica if I were to pick a map whatsoever. Because for starters, even though what she just said is basically true, this was an optional path that you can take. It's not something you have to do, but it was optional. I like that she has like ranking swords as if she can actually use swords. But hey, it's something that she can't use. Right from the game she's in. Yeah, she's also Holy Sand plus plus is not gonna do anything here because well we don't have any of the corrupted here. Faithful also not gonna do anything whatsoever. And well, I don't know if she actually does use this. This, however, it will activate just normally, so yeah. Obviously, as you can tell, her stats are not that impressive, even for late game, mind you. And also, mind you, Micaiah still doubles her. But of course, because she has, well, Warp Ragnarok. Yeah, she will warp to someone and then attack you with a powerful attack. And because of her class type, it's 20% extra damage. So yeah, so the main gimmick of this map, aside from not one, not two, but 3 worms here, even though in the actual game itself there's only 2 and only 2, not 3. Although I think if you're playing like on normal difficulty, it will actually just be just the one. I don't remember. I know there were at least 2 on that map, and only one of them does drop money, and that's practically about it. But as for like literally all 3 of the high priests, not only don't move, but you cannot even move them yourself because they all have anchor for some reason. But all 3 of these ladies can summon. I'm not joking, like adjacent around them, they will summon more and more enemies until you kill them, obviously. Now, if I recall, this one and this one will both summon reinforcement at the exact same time, and then one turn later, this one will summon reinforcement. There wasn't pretty much any connection with these high priests because not only they are all females, but well, they all can summon, so there's not really any connections around here whatsoever. Also, one thing I found really stupid in my opinion is that only the foot summon, which is pretty much as soon as you start the map, they're the only ones that give you experience. Extra enemy that they do summon, they do not give any experience, even if they're a completely different class. But yeah, cause they can't summon multiple different classes. This one I think summons sword masters and wyverns. This one summons, I think it's halberdiers and berserkers. It's kind of iffy for me to try to remember. And I know this one summoned Griffin Knights, but I don't remember what's the last type of enemies that this one was summoned. I could be wrong, and this one might summon a different one. Well, this one has like halberdier, but we'll find out when the map actually starts. Actually, no. This one I know for sure it summons halberdiers. So we'll see when the map starts at the very least. Yeah, I do need these two for dialogue. It's pretty easy to get the dialogue from Celica because she just warped all the way to where you're at. Also, something else I should also mention. I don't remember the turn order, like when the reinforcement happens, but there will be 3 high priests that will spawn here, and I kid you not, they will use the warp staff on these worms and warp them forward. I'm not making that stuff. I'm not making that up. They will literally do that. So unless you really want to get rid of them on turn before it happens, then you better do it. So. At least these two. I would prioritize these two because these two are like closer to you, while this one it's technically a bit much farther because the max is like over here and that's practically about here. Well, these two are practically going to be in your face, especially around where Celica is going to try to warp in if you let it happen. Alternatively, obviously, you can enter the map very fast if you just have Celica. Yeah, as you can see by marker, and yeah, this is a big range whatsoever. If you have like if you have someone here and you have like, well, I think here will probably be safer because the reinforcements right here, the sword masters in particular. You can have someone right here. It has to be a flyer that can hopefully take a hit, and then just have your units swarm on Celica since she will be here, and just defeat her on turn 2. Because I don't see any other way of you trying to play this legitimately if you try to cheese this. But of course, I will play legitimately, so I will not be doing that. And speaking of my warp stepping, I will give the warp step to... Yeah, I will grab the warp step because I want Panette to get as close to the battlefield as possible. But because not only I want to wipe out this one in particular as fast as possible, so I don't have like 8 enemies on reinforcement every 2 turns. But I will try to get rid of at least one of the dragons, because at least I can have Panette take one of them, but rarely 2 because of, well, it's a fireball at the time. I think if they use fireball, it's a chance because she has to have enough HP to actually, well, actually she doesn't really, but she can hopefully avoid it if not engage with Ike. And even then, even then, she always have a chance to just reduce damage anyway. So in theory, she should be able to take a worm's attack regardless. Also, yeah, we have like a cannon here, but it's like, it's not that important.
The preparations for battle are complete. Let's begin.
There. See the summoner? If we don't take them down quickly, things could get rough.
Alright, I get that's yeah, this one summoned both Wyverns and Griffins. Okay, I think that's practically about it. But let me at least show you at the very least. So yeah, you can see all of them have like, yeah, they just have one skill, or at least these two have like death blow. So these two have sudden blows and these two do not. And then these ones, yeah, they're dying blow. And I want Panette to get close enough to where she will be in range by someone out here, because I don't want her to get hit by that. But I need her to get as close as possible.
Verily.
Shall we dance?
Where to?
And now it's has to saber use because of that.
I will obey.
Nice, nice.
My will is firm.
I'm ready.
Now I'm pretty sure if I do like try to target like yeah, I can actually just shoot one of them down just in case.
Yanaka here.
But that'll be if when I need
can
to.
fight.
Because right now I don't need
I'm ready.
to. I don't need to use anything right now. And yeah, if I put her right around here, she should be able to actually take them all on.
You looking down on me? Serves you right. Let's have some fun. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Yeah, the Haladiers at least go down one hit with a crit at least. It's a 98 crit, so well, let's see how much survivors can handle it.
I don't play nice. Serves you right.
Yeah, it's gonna be around the same result. Especially since Thunderbolt isn't gonna really much help them since they're always guaranteed to hit her anyways. Yeah, more of those guys, which is dumb in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion, it's dumb that they just do that because they just feel like it. Gonna set fire right in this direction so they do not like get in my way, because I do plan
Retribution is due.
I do plan to get rid of this one at the very least.
Let's have some fun. Were you raised by wolves?
With one of the reinforcements, right, one of the summoners is down, I don't need to worry about that anymore. I can also put this away and grab my one-use rescue. Alright, now it'll probably be the best time to get rid of one of the dragons. Like one of these guys at very least.
By my hand! A good wind.
Also, I swear that's by, yeah, I could have sworn they summon different like enemies. Which also, yeah, because they summon another wave of reinforcements, yeah, it's kind of a jerk move that they do this. And yet the summoner that spawns in the Griffin, which is a completely different enemy type compared to the one that literally just got summoned, doesn't give experience points. I don't get it. Well, at least that hit.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, and because of that many damage experience point, that's the reason why I haven't my second seal Alir yet, because to me there's just not enough of a good reason to second seal when a map like this, but you barely get any experience, because other than the first wave of the reinforcements, you don't get any more experience aside from the ones you see on the map.
I'm in!
Not done yet. Me too. Not done yet. Look here. I will protect everyone.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's like, why did they bother making them like, yeah, you don't get any experience. Like, why? There is that Sword Master there, but honestly, I'm just gonna leave him be. It's not really much of a threat.
Here we go!
I do need to get rid of these other ones though, because they will get in my way if I just keep them alive.
Let's do this!
Here's I win this one.
Right away.
No need to see this.
Here we go! You're done for! Allow me my turn. You were beautiful while you lasted. If I may,
Yeah, that's just what I thought. There was different types of enemy that they can't summon. And like, look at that, snipers. And keep them, and yes, new type of enemy, void cuts. Like, why? Like, why would you do this? They're a completely different type of enemy.
I will not lose.
Any case, die already.
I'm in. Most impressive.
That only leaves just the one summoner that's just spawning a bunch of heroes. But I still got all these sword masters to worry about though. And then something tell me that override is not going to be good enough to take them all out. Also, I have to be careful not to be in range of the snipers.
Here we go.
Not done yet. Look here. Not done yet. Me too. I need to get stronger until no one can beat me.
Let's do this.
It should freeze up at least 3 of them at the very least. Hopefully it's good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna be able to make use of that, so I'm just gonna use it up now. So going to do this, I could get more speed taker at the very least.
I'm in.
Time to party.
Let's do this.
That works.
Or Illusia.
Yeah, not gonna chance that.
Here we go.
I don't want to sacrifice anyone.
Let's do this.
Not done yet. Me too. Look here. Me too. I hope this is enough. A good win.
That's a bit overkill, but honestly, that if it helps, it helps.
Here we go. Let's do this.
These feelings are a crime.
Yeah, I think I could actually just end the map here. So I'll get rid of one of the heroes and then I'll put in Celica. Because yeah, if I put Ivy on that spot, nobody else can reach her aside from Celica. And according to the damage rate, she does not get obliterated in one hit, so...
Here we go.
Gods, please protect us.
Oh, I detest violence.
Bring it on, you snipers. Let's see when you're made up. Yep, there they are. I'm not kidding, by the way. They have warp staffs. And we're on... wait, what turn are we on right now? Turn 5. Yeah, they don't expect you to stay on the map for that long. They just brought in just 3 warp staff users to warp in these worms closer to you. Like, why would you do that?
Not looking good.
Okay, I do need Celica to get weakened first, so now you wanna know what the funny part about Celica? That's the funny part right there. You could just mute her because you can. Now, of course, before I obliterate her, I will obviously, because she's not able to counterattack, she can't use like her. She can't use that one skill that's supposed to like, you know, that not supposed to do more damage, but at the cost of HP because she can't cast magic.
You are a kind soul. However, the world cannot be saved with kindness alone.
I've learned it takes strength as well.
One alone is a plan only for failure. Both are essential. Now show me you understand.
I'm in.
I did find it a bit silly that even with the silent stuff, she is able to talk, even though lore-wise, if you get hit by a silent staff, at least in the old FP games, you cannot talk. Yeah, cause the way how magic uses say by these weird languages that allows them to cast magic, and if you use silent staff to like shut them up, they can't cast magic and they cannot talk. At least that's how I see it, really, and I kind of wish they kept that, but at least it doesn't stop me from getting dialogues.
I must admit, going to battle against you is rather strange, Saline.
Oh, quite. I would rather chat over a cup of tea. Yet, as this is a trial, tea is not an option. So instead of polite conversation, I will fight you to the last, yes?
Of course. Come at me now. Bring everything you have to bear and claim victory.
Here we go!
Not good!
As expected.
I do need to get rid of this summoner for the gold, so I'm just gonna get rid of this person.
Excuse me, look here! Me too! Not done yet!
To the death.
Let's not do any funny business and just miss the kills. I'm just gonna guarantee it.
These feelings are a crime.
Now it doesn't have to. I forgot it's like at the what spot to be at.
Dropped your guard. Good! Another kill for me.
Not as much of a kill, considering we're not actually killing her, but you do you. Obviously, I'm not gonna give Yunaka the kill. I'm just gonna end it here by just doing this. He not only doubles her, but guarantees it even without the chain attack.
You seem quite happy, Alfred.
I was thinking how you've been in Firenze all this time, but you've never seen how strong we are.
Well, you're awfully full of confidence.
It's hard not to be when you already know you're gonna win the battle.
True. True.
I'm in.
So be it. The victory is yours. That was very well done.
Thank you, Celica.
You grow stronger, along with the power of your bonds. Keep forging deeper connections with your allies as you fight this war. Do that, and you will have the strength you need to save this world.
I understand, and I'll do my best to strengthen the bonds I have, and forge new ones if I can.
Once you've used that strength to bring peace, it will be your kindness that you will lean on. With kindness, you can build a world where no one hurts for the sake of hurting.
Do you really think that's something I can do?
Oh, the road will be long and treacherous. But you're just the person to make the journey.
If you say so, Celica. I suppose there's no choice other than to try.
Well, keep doing your best. We'll bring kindness back to the world.
Yes, we will.
So yeah, so I know it kind of feels like it's a bit shorter than usual compared to like all the others, despite which was either like around 45 or an hour long, depending on how I played the map. But that's just how it is, especially for this map. Because as I explained before, you can't just two-turn it because Celica herself is not good when it comes to you player facing her, but if you let her, but obviously if you try to stick around for too long, well, as you saw, if you don't give it the summoner, they keep summoning, and if you don't hurry up, there's gonna be some warp shenanigans that you have to worry about. But luckily, I only need to get rid of the ones that at least have the gold, and that's all I care about, because gold is gold. Yeah, because in any case, at the very least, now I get to do the actual chapter itself for next time, and it's gonna be like a back-to-back situation. So, and also, yeah, I will use the second set on both of them, but I'm doing it off screen because it's like no point in showing them. So I'm just gonna loop back the classes, and unless no, he's not close whatsoever. But I do need to get him another second seal just in case. And I think Alfred is also pretty close. He kind of is. Ivy's also close. That's why there's another second seal I have to get. There's a lot of second seal I have to get to people. My jeez. But yeah. Now obviously I only did this to Celica because one, it's funny to me. Second, I just want to show that this app is pretty useful when there's some casuals as some elites call them. Just never use this for some reason, even though it helps when it comes to making some enemies, annoying enemies or bosses, unable to attack if they only have magic. So it's like, come on, use this more often. Then even if you don't have good hit rates like in some of the older games, at least attempt to use it. Wait, what are you gonna use it on? If you say nothing, then what are you doing with this staff? If you're not gonna sell it, then what are you doing with it? In any case, see you for like the back-to-back chapters, I guess.